Hey honey bunches, so this week I tried to find a new vegan and gluten-free warm hug cozy breakfast for myself, and specifically I was looking for one that would be as comforting as porridge was in my oh so fabulous but not gluten intolerant early vegan days. But since becoming gluten intolerant, I've dabbled in gluten-free porridges, but they're just not the same. They sort of taste like soaked cardboard that's been blended and pureed up half the time. And with the digestive challenges I've faced in the last year, breakfast just seems to be the one meal that no matter like how good a place I'm in, my system's like, it's a bit early, like can you just take it a bit easier? It needs to be something that's very quick to make, or I can make a lot of it in advance. Other requirements include it needs to fill me up considerably. I don't love having like breakfast part 2 and 3 throughout the morning. I'd like for it to get me to like 10:30, 11, aka a suitable morning tea time. And yeah, it needs to sit right in my digestive system, aka I can go about my day and not be like, no. As a morning person, breakfast definitely is part of the puzzle that helps you get up. And at the moment, my breakfasts haven't been helping me do that. Essentially, I've been asking the bare minimum of my breakfasts at the moment, which is please fix the pang of hunger in my belly and don't trigger a lot of feelings of malaise while you're at it. So this is just a quick video, but after a week of searching, I can tell you, I think I found it. And it's so yum, and it's such a warm hug. I feel armed for the winter months ahead, and I hope you enjoy the video. Long-time viewers will know that I am quite partial to a fruit including smoothie in the morning, so I thought being in winter, you know, smoothies are a bit too cold because they like make your nipples freeze and hurt a bit, but maybe just chopped fresh fruit could be a way to have a nice sweet hydrating breakfast without being frozen from the inside out. So I made myself a little fruit platter. But I sort of found that this was a bit uninspiring and that fruit isn't at its best in these months. No duh. Or the fruit I love anyway. And yeah, I kind of crave something warming in the morning, and it didn't tick that box. Then I moved on to thinking, well, I really like date nut sort of balls and bites, and maybe having something like that would be good in the morning. So I made a peanut butter nut chia seed situation similar to the Healthy Lab peanut butter filled balls. They're so good, and found in Woolworths and Iron Coles. And heaven! Yeah, my recreation was not rolled but just cut up, because who has time to roll when it's going to be an everyday thing? My creation wasn't as good as the original. Merlin doesn't really hover near the table, which is great, but yeah, he smelled the peanut butter. The downside of this was that I ate it so quick, and I like breakfast to be a ritual, and that was why having some like protein with plant milk in the morning, which was another thing I tried, wasn't very exciting. I didn't really fit the bill either, because yeah, it's just so quick. It's like, oh, yep, already had breakfast. Guess that was it, on with the day. I like to have some pause. Then I put in a bit more effort and experimented with 2 warm options. The first one is a veganized version of a Hetty McKinnon recipe for potato and chive omelettes. So I used an eggy base, which is featuring loads in the next cookbook that I have. And these are really delicious, but the problem with these is they didn't really have the hydrating factor, you know? They're a bit drying, still delicious and would be wonderful as part of a big brekkie spread, but I don't really have time to do a big brekkie spread. Then the last option, honey bunches, was a really quick congee, also into Asia with Love by Hetty McKinnon. You make it with leftover cooked rice, and it's very quick to make. And it's so good. This was exactly what I wanted. It's kind of like porridge, obviously savoury, but yeah, topped with some tamari and sliced spring onions for a bit of textural crunch. I was so like comforted and nourished and just like grateful for this dish existing. I will hands down be making this a lot in bulk throughout winter. I'm sure I'll share an evolved recipe sometime soon, but the only recipe that has come out of this is the omelettes, which are heaven and yes, would be great as part of a larger spread, but I don't think will become a standalone brekkie item for me anytime soon. But that recipe's on the blog and would be great with some rice. Thank you so much for watching, honey bunches. Much love, and see you in the next video.